Welcome to the podcast. With much focus on workforce development over the past years, we want to put a spotlight on a very successful program developed by leaders in the concrete industry. The program is called the Concrete Industry Management Program, or CIM for short. Today, joining us on the podcast is Amy Numbers, VP of Operations and Marketing Services. She recently wrote a blog about the CIM program, and she is here to tell us a little bit more about it. Let's listen now.
Welcome everyone to the podcast. I'm Janice Kleins, Marketing Manager for AOE, and today we are talking about developing concrete's future leaders. So with all the focus on workforce development over the past years, we wanted to put a spotlight on a very successful program developed by leaders in the concrete industry. The program is called the Concrete Industry Management Program, or CIM for short. Today, joining me on the podcast is Amy Numbers, VP of Operations and Marketing Services for AOE. She recently wrote a blog about the CIM program, which is also a client of AOE, and she is here to tell us a little bit more about it. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Janice. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Sure. I'm really excited that you took the content from, or the topic from the blog, and that we're going to spotlight it today because it's a super important program for the concrete industry. And I think putting a spotlight on it is super important.
I agree. Yes, I think this is a really good topic that a lot of our listeners will find value in. So let's start. So AOE has served the design industry for more than 2 decades. One common theme during this time is the need for talent. So can you tell our audience about the CIM program?
I can. The CIM program, or like you mentioned, the Concrete Industry Management Program, is a business-intensive STEM degree that prepares technically proficient business people for the modern concrete industry.
Okay. So when and why was this program developed? Can you give us some information on that?
I certainly can. In 1995, some very astute leaders in the concrete industry recognized that there was a need for a program to develop skills that were specifically suited for the concrete and construction industry. The following year, the CIM program was created to supply the concrete industry with future managers and leaders while providing graduates with the education and training they need to excel in a wide range of careers within the industry itself. And then the following year, in 1996, the CIM program got its start, enrolling 2 students at Middle Tennessee State University. And the program, since then, the program's popularity has spread across the country to an additional 4 universities, including California State University in Chico, the Texas State University, New Jersey Institute of Technology, and then I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, our most recent program began at South Dakota State University, and they're getting ready to graduate their first, their first graduate next month.
Oh, wonderful. So why is there a need for these CIM graduates?
Well, since the United States concrete industry is a well over $100 billion industry and employs more than 600,000 people, there is a constant need for individuals who possess a focus in concrete technology skills and a broad business education to continue to move the industry forward.
Okay. So next thing is, tell our audience what are some of the benefits of the CIM program?
Oh, wow. Too many to count, but I've highlighted a few here that make it unique among other, construction management degrees. One of the most notable that we're super proud of is that there's a nearly 100% job placement rate with graduates. So upon graduation, students, for the most part, have a job waiting for them. And I believe that one of our graduates from last year had 6 job offers on the table,
Wow.
waiting for her upon graduation. So, all she had to do was make her pick, which was super exciting. Another huge benefit, a lot of kids that we hear about these days are graduating with a tremendous amount of student debt. And one huge benefit of the CIM program is that we have numerous industry-specific scholarships that are available to students. And on an annual basis, there is more than $500,000 in scholarships available to our CIM students. And then the other 2 things I'll just touch on really quickly is that we also focus on internships, which provide hands-on experience to students, which they, which when you actually you're in the program and you're in an industry, you can actually see what you like, what you don't like, and you can make, decisions based on that. In addition, another really cool thing is our students travel to industry events where they get to meet the leaders in the industry. They also get to compete in competitions with universities from around the country.
Okay. So after students graduate, what type of career paths can they take?
Again, Janice, kind of like the benefits, there's too many to mention, but career paths also, and we're very, we love to really highlight this because there's just not one career path. There's a diverse set of career paths. Some of the career paths available that you may expect from the term concrete industry management program include plant operations and management, project management, quality control, QA, QC, and construction superintendent. However, there's a few that you may not immediately think of when you think of, again, a program named Concrete Industry Management. We have lots of graduates in marketing and communications, human resources, finance and accounting, sustainability, and with technology, virtual design, and innovation. So there's truly something for everyone within this program.
Wow. So can you tell us how many students have graduated from the CIM program since its inception in 1996?
Yeah, I sure can. As of last spring's graduation, we had a little over 1,600 graduates. However, at the end of this month and mid-May, we have most of our universities graduating within their spring graduates within the next 6 weeks. So that number will definitely grow.
Wow. Okay. So I know you mentioned it earlier in our discussion, but can you tell me which universities, or just remind our listeners, which universities currently offer the CIM program?
Oh, you bet. Again, our flagship university is Middle Tennessee State University, which is just outside Nashville. California State University at Chico, which is in the Bay Area. New Jersey Institute of Technology, Texas State University in San Marcos, Texas. And again, our most recent program, South Dakota State University in Brookings, South Dakota.
Very good. Well, thanks for taking the time to speak to us about the CIM program. AOE is proud to have served CIM for almost 2 decades and witnessed the growth of the program and the impact on our industry. We encourage all of our listeners to support the CIM program. You can find out more about this program by visiting their website at concretedegree.com. Thank you, Amy, for joining us. For more information on AOE, please visit our website at aoeteam.com.
Thank you, Janice. Thanks for the time to shed some light on this very important program.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope this session provides value, and we hope you will join us for our next podcast.